All right, then. Welcome to Educators Chat, episode 8. I'm Eric. You know Sarah as well, and you are about to know Neile Anderson, who is from Adams Central and joining us today. And Neile, we're checking in with our friends during COVID-19 and everything else in the world that's going on. So, how are things in Hastings?
Pretty good. It's a nice sunny day today. Pretty quiet around everywhere, but things have definitely changed, but I don't know if it's all for the bad. It's just changed.
Take us through a few of the things that are going on at Adams Central and how you guys are kind of managing what school looks like right now with COVID-19.
Our kids are looking at Schoology, a lot of video classrooms. Did some Zoom in my classroom. I think the kids have other Zoom sessions, but most of mine is project-based. So I give it out on Schoology and then they finish the project. If they have questions, I'll address them. But I did try Zoom a couple times with my freshmen, and it seems like all they want to do is just watch it later. So I've been doing Screencastify and doing that. And I don't know, who knows? They probably just buffer across it and be like, oh yeah, I watched it. No, you didn't. So that's kind of the way that we've been doing it. Other classes are different. I know that my daughter gets on school every day for like some sort of calc class or something. So I think the math classes, they're teaching it like normal, like as much as they can. But in my area and different areas, a lot of them are putting it up on Schoology or Google Classroom or whichever way they want. So been a learning curve for everyone, I think, to put it up there. And you never know if you're reaching the kids. It's hard to tell, that's the hardest part.
Yeah, and we were just talking earlier, Dante, who is our assistant to the creative director, is a student of Neile. So it's been fun to be connected with him and have him work on projects for us. And then he's busy in your class too. So
yeah,
sounds like things are going well.
Yeah, he's been working on different projects for you guys and working on some for us. And got Claire Anderson in your thing and Devin Ackles too. So
yep.
Keeping them all busy with that. But I'm glad that they have that opportunity to work with you guys to have those different things to work on. So different
yeah, the Don and Dev show, their podcast has been fun to talk about. Every now and then we'll do a Zoom called the Creators Chat, and they just seem like they're having so much fun and have been really creative during this time. So this speaks a lot to you, Neile. Like, you give them a lot of freedom, I think, too, like to to be creative. And
that was our first project on the COVID was my publications class. I had to make a 5-minute podcast, and it was so much fun just to listen to their podcasts. And all the other kids that I even thought wouldn't do very well with this, they did awesome. And they had different guests on, and one even had a Zoom with their podcast. And it was kind of a neat little project. I'm glad I did that project. More or less, it was just to buy me time to get my stuff organized, but it really worked out well for all of us. And I think the kids kind of enjoyed it, and they figured out that, yeah, you have to plan things out. You can't just throw it together. We did our storyboard and whatever. And one of the kids is like, I see why you make us do those. I'm like, yeah, you have to have a plan. You have to have some idea. So that was a good learning project for all of us. But well, I'm trying to come up with different activities for them so that something they can use. It's hard because a lot of ours have Chromebooks, and so it's been kind of tough for them to have the software that they need to get things going. But we've been trying to make do, and they find a lot of free apps, and I don't care. I tell them, I don't care what you use, I just want it done. So they come up with different things. They didn't like, and I know Eric likes it too, Audacity. They didn't care for that one. And I like Audacity. So they told me that was old school. So I was like, okay, whatever. I know.
Wait 1 minute. Now Audacity has been around a while, but it's an open source. It's like open.
I like it too. That's what I told them, but they didn't. They had all sorts of different other ones. I said, I don't care. Just get me the podcast or get me whatever you need. I just need to see the storyboard and see what's going on. So that's what we're doing.
But perfect real world experience, right? You give them that kind of end goal project, and they realize, oh yeah, all that stuff we learned actually is exactly how you should do it. It's like, oh, light bulb moment, right?
And that's what I like to give them. I like to give them different projects like that. Some of them have been working on, I had Lucas Bolin was working on a graphic for the 6th graders that are coming to be 7th graders. I have some other kids working on the senior slideshow. So try to give them some ownership in some of the projects that we have. But it was fun to listen to all of their awards they got at State Journalism. We enjoyed that.
What are you learning about, Neile? I mean, are there any good books or I've been on Skillshare a lot recently. I've learned to watercolor in a different way, something just completely different besides work, but curious to know if there's anything fun or exciting that you're learning.
Not too much. My husband's been using me on the farm and ranch a lot, so
put you to work.
I've been doing lots of manual labor. I'm like, I want to go back to school.
Oh wow.
So I mean, more than that, not too much. Learning a new agronomy program for my husband, so I'm learning more of those things. Wish I could say that I was learning more for the students. I will this summer though. I'll buckle down and get going again, but right now it's just kind of living through our family life right now, and I'm free labor, and that's what it is right now. So
a little bit about what the end of this school year might look like, and maybe even more so what you kind of think. Is there anything that you guys are doing now as far as the project stuff that you think will translate and continue on into when we get back to something that looks more normal for everyone?
Well, even today, the kids were working on a slideshow to put on our sign for our seniors, our digital sign, because we don't really have any other way to kind of tell the seniors, good job, way to go. But that's somewhere that they can drive by and look and see their picture. But we were thinking about, we need to do those more often and maybe have like a senior spotlight more throughout the whole year, maybe in our newsletter or something like that. Something that sometimes you wait all till the end of the year, where maybe we should be doing that throughout the year because you might not have the end of the year again. So
right.
Maybe we need to do that, every quarter, take 10 or 15 seniors and highlight them rather than at the end try to throw 88 of a bump out on the sign, So we did talk about that, how we need to maybe highlight those seniors a little bit more, because we just always seem to think, oh, well, they're going to graduate in a couple of months, but now it's going to be a couple more months. But anyway, I think that's something that we've kind of figured out in our publications that we need to do. And the kids are making right now they're working on their basketball video because they never ever got to show that. So they've been working on the AC basketball video. And so just as video projects that we're trying to finish up, and hopefully someone will get to enjoy them sometime. I mean, they can put them out on anywhere that they want. So they're using them and they're reaching out that way, but it's fun to see the kids' reaction to their projects and what they have. So
you had mentioned how Hall County is kind of a hot spot right now, and with Hastings just being the neighbor, has that been kind of scary? Just even, like going to the grocery store, you said you live out on a farm or a ranch.
Yeah. I went up to my daughter's in Bedford this last week and was working up there, and Bedford's out in the middle of nowhere on the sandhills. And my daughter was getting ready to brand. And so I said, well, I'll come up and I'll help. And so I went up there, and I ended up having surgery on Friday because I got my finger caught in a head gate. But anyway, that's why I didn't answer you forever, Sarah, because I was waiting in the surgery area, and I'm like, I better tell her I can do it. So I told you I could do it on Friday. But anyway, didn't even think about it. We went up to the ER in Valentine, and they didn't realize I was from Hastings. They knew my daughter was from there. And then they started looking at my stuff, and they're like, you're from Hastings? I'm like, yeah. They came in with masks, and they made me digitally like nod if they can treat me, and they wouldn't even let me sign or nothing. They were scared. You could tell they were scared, but I don't think they've been around it near as much as we were. And so it's just kind of the way that it's been here. It's been this way for probably a couple weeks. It's pretty scary, but you just try to wash your hands and try to stay socially distanced from everywhere. And yeah, there's people that we know that have it, but right now everybody's been okay. They've been through it. But even at our school, we've had something about a spouse of one of our teachers has it. So I don't even know who it is, but we couldn't go into the school for a while. So working from home and whatever else, but it is just different in different areas too. You can tell the different areas of the state, because out there they just don't have any idea, you know, they just keep doing life the way they do it. And then when they do notice that I'm from Hastings, and they kind of like, whoa, step back. I guess we're just living that, and you don't really notice because you're not really out and around. I live out by Hastings Lake, and there's a lot of people out here. Like I told you, Dante and those guys came over, and we sat out in the yard 6 feet apart and talked one evening. But it's just a different world. The kids are wanting to be with each other. They're pretty social, so it's hard. Yeah.
Well, Neile, I don't honestly have anything else. So Neile, thank you for joining us on our Educators Chat, and continue to stay safe and heal up with that finger. My goodness.
Oh yeah, yeah. It'll be just a minor setback.
I appreciate you saying yes, man.
The typing is hard with that pointer finger. It makes me as an educator like give them a little bit more sympathy when they come through with surgeries. Usually I'm like, oh, you can do it. Now I'm like, oh, I know how long it takes to do something. So.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.